Okay, so have you ever spent like hours polishing your resume, making it perfect for a job?
Oh, absolutely. Tailoring it, rewriting it, agonizing over every word.
Yes. And you finally hit submit, send it off, and then crickets. It's like
Yeah.
it just vanished.
Oh, the dreaded black hole of job applications. It's a soul-crushing feeling. Unfortunately, it's something a lot of job seekers experience these days.
Right. And it's not just about competition anymore. It's like you're up against an army of robots, these algorithms screening you before a human even sees your resume.
It's true. AI and automation have definitely added another layer of complexity to the whole job search process.
So that's where supposedly a tool like this RoleCatcher comes in. They're saying, hey, we're not just another job board. We're like your career sidekick.
Yeah, they're really positioning themselves as this all-in-one platform, almost like having um, a career assistant in your back pocket.
Okay, so we did a deep dive on this one. We've got user reviews, marketing stuff, even peeked at some of their tech information.
We really tried to get the full picture.
Exactly. Does it live up to the hype? Does RoleCatcher actually deliver? Let's break it down. First up, the jobs section.
Gotcha.
What's interesting here is it's not just their listings.
Right, and that's a key difference. It's designed to be a central hub for everything, your job search command center. Instead of having like a million tabs open, applications scattered everywhere.
Oh, tell me about it.
You can actually manage jobs you find anywhere with RoleCatcher. You see something on LinkedIn, boom, use their RoleCatcher.capture plugin, it pulls it right in.
Hold on, RoleCatcher.capture.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds kind of intense. What is that?
No, it's really not. It's super handy. Say you're on LinkedIn, Indeed, whatever, see a job. Instead of bookmarking, copying, and pasting, the plugin grabs the important stuff company, title, requirements, and pulls it into your RoleCatcher account.
So it's like streamlining, less chaos.
Exactly. Organization is key when you're job hunting. It's so easy to get overwhelmed.
Less chaos is good. Okay, next up, they've got the CV Resume Builder, which every platform claims to have AI resume help now.
It's almost become standard, right?
But RoleCatcher says theirs can outsmart the bots, the other AIs. Is that legit?
That's the claim, and it's a big one because, remember, companies are using AI to filter applications now, so your resume can't just be well-written. It has to be optimized for the algorithms, too.
Like AI fighting AI.
In a way. RoleCatcher's AI is designed to analyze job descriptions, find those hidden keywords and phrases that we might miss.
The stuff that makes the AI's ears perk up, basically.
Exactly. And then it scores your resume against those specific requirements. So it's not just about making it look pretty, it's about speaking the algorithm's language.
Wow. So you're increasing the chances a human actually sees it.
That's the goal. They want to be that bridge between your resume and a real person who can say, hey, this person's got what we need.
Instead of, nope, deleted.
Okay, so we've gone from robots judging us to robots helping us get judged by humans. Got it. Then there's this interviews section.
And this is another area where they try to stand out. They have over 120,000 interview questions.
120,000. That's a lot of questions. I mean, is that even useful? Seems overwhelming.
It would be if they were just random.
Right.
Yeah, like who needs that much pressure?
But the idea is that these questions are curated, they're organized by job role, industry, even specific skills.
So if I'm applying for a marketing job.
You get marketing-specific questions, exactly.
Yeah.
And if you're applying for, say, a software engineer role, completely different set of questions.
So it's tailored, not just a giant question dump. That makes more sense.
Exactly. And they take it even further. They have AI feedback on your answers.
Oh, wow. Like you can practice your answers and the AI tells you how you're doing.
You can even record yourself answering and get feedback on your tone, your pace, like how you're coming across, not just what you're saying.
Okay, that's either really cool or really creepy. Is AI feedback that good? Or is that like a marketing gimmick?
It depends, right, on the AI. Anyone can program a computer to say, make eye contact. But if RoleCatchers is analyzing for it, like, are you being clear, concise, relevant, that's valuable, especially if you're someone who gets nervous in interviews.
It's almost like having someone do a practice run with you, which is something people pay for, right? Like interview coaches.
Right, so it's giving you something extra, potentially.
I'm seeing a theme here. RoleCatcher takes things that already exist, the job boards, the resume help, interview prep, and they're like, we're going to AI it up.
They want to streamline the whole experience, give you, the job seeker, more control, which I think is appealing.
For sure. Okay, it's not all fancy AI, though. Something else caught my eye there. Career guides. What's the deal with those?
So on top of all the job hunting stuff, They've got these in-depth guides for different careers. And it's not just, this is what a lawyer does. They go deeper.
How so? Give me an example.
Okay, so they had one for like a pre-stitching machine operator, which I had no clue about before reading it.
Sounds pretty specific.
Right. So they explain the role, what you do, the skills, all that. But then they talk about career paths, potential salary, even the work environment. Is it loud, on your feet all day, stuff like that.
So you get a feel for the job, not just the job title, which is huge when you're trying to imagine yourself actually doing it.
Exactly. It's about giving job seekers information so they can actually make a good decision. Is this a good fit for me, for my life?
Which, let's be real, a lot of job descriptions are terrible at conveying.
Absolutely. It goes back to what we were saying, empowerment, giving people what they need to succeed, not just throwing them in the deep end.
Love it. Okay, so we talked features, AI, career guides. The big question is, does it work? Does RoleCatcher actually help you get hired?
That's what everyone wants to know, right? And it's tough to give a yes or no answer.
Because there are so many factors at play.
Exactly. It depends how you use it, what kind of jobs you're looking for, even the industry.
And you still got to nail that interview, right? AI can only take you so far.
Of course. But what RoleCatcher offers is a way to navigate that whole process that can feel really overwhelming and do it more efficiently, more strategically, hopefully with more confidence.
So instead of just like crossing your fingers and hoping for the best,
You've got tools, resources, a plan, which can make all the difference.
being strategic, that makes me think about something else they emphasize. Getting you noticed by employers. But how? Do you just create a profile and hope for the best?
There's more to it. Remember how we were talking about their AI analyzing job description?
Yeah, to help with your resume.
Right, so they flip that around with this reverse matching thing they do.
Okay, now you've got my attention. What's that?
So instead of you searching for jobs based on keywords, the employers put in the skills, the experience they want, and the AI matches them with candidates. It's like the algorithm is playing matchmaker.
Oh, interesting. But for that to work, you'd need a lot of employers using it too, right?
100%. It's like anything. The more people using it on both sides, the better it gets.
It's like you're building a network. And the bigger the network, the more valuable it becomes.
Exactly. Which is something to consider with any job platform, right? It's not just the bells and whistles, but who else is using it?
Makes sense. Okay, so let's bring it back to our listener. You're out there, you're in the job search trenches, maybe feeling a little lost. What's the verdict? Is RoleCatcher worth checking out?
That's the million-dollar question. I'd say it depends. They're definitely doing some cool things. That AI resume analysis, getting past the bots, that's big. And if they can pull it off, that reverse matching thing, employers finding you, that's huge.
Those were the standouts for me, for sure. But you're right, there's no magic button, right? There are other tools out there, some similar to this, and what works for one person might not work for another.
And that's what our research showed, too. You see RoleCatcher compared to JobScan, Teal, a bunch more. It tells me the job search is changing. It's not just about updating your resume anymore.
It's like you need a whole new playbook.
Right. It's about being savvy, using technology to your advantage, which is really what this whole deep dive is about.
So what should our listener do? What's the takeaway?
Don't be afraid to explore. Don't just go with the first thing you find or what everyone else says. Do your research, try things out, see what works for you and the kind of job you want. Maybe it's RoleCatcher, maybe it's a mix of different tools. The key is be proactive. Don't wait for things to happen, make them happen.
Love it. Be proactive. Take charge. And hey, you never know. You might just land that dream job in the process. That's it for this deep dive, everyone. We'll catch you next time.